Nice. Me, Misha, everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's look at the markets. Um, Here's the Gilead, um, that I like for a swing or day, even. I think it needs to be charted anew because technically it's matching levels, but practically it still would need a test and also minute contradicts hourly. Um, but let's start in the order. Magnet, I'm in both. This one I put to break even because it didn't work. However, this all was a weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a weekend. That's why I shouldn't have. And if this was a weekend and we neglect this volumes, it was a good volume though. November 1st, the weekend. And we are in the exchange time, right? So if this is neglectable, so maybe this is still a level. But I wouldn't say so because even here, it's not a bad for a volume. Anyhow, I put this one to break even. Maybe new possible trade is here. Yeah, and break even is my entry now. But yeah, I'll still keep the D. It's our Qs. It's IWM unvolumed spring. Oil, Dow Jones, uh, dollar ruble. I didn't take this trade. Uh, my 6 is already there. Intel. My other trade, I think I'll keep this. I'm not gonna put it into break even because it was last hour of the day and that's the first hour of the day. So that was not bad. Yeah, I think it's okay. The bar levels are not expandable. However, I think that can be due to, weekend. So I still like it on daily. Uh, yeah, I think we're good. Fjord didn't work. So this is next stop. Baji magnet we already reviewed. Samalot DTM. Good. We're going lower in DTM. And it's a continuation of the trend on months. No, it's counter trend on monthly. So gilt I'm looking at right now. It's either tradable aggressively from an hour or I can see it as an upcoming trend on minutes because it will hmm, it actually doesn't contradict because it's correction and it's an uptrend. It went through correction now. So like here, technically it's doable. Technically it's doable. Like this. Yeah, volume distribution is not good, actually. Um, it's all here. And then boom, volume T1. Well, the T1 is volume now. Something short and sweet, maybe. Within the range. It's better to trade it through transitioning Shremum, but for a day trade, it's definitely our range. Amazon. Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon. It just breaks out. Just breaks out. That's where I broke even, and you see, for better. Good job. Still technically, hold on. Why is uh, my charger on this Mac acts out, and it's been like this. I think the very first charger didn't do it, but then it died pretty quickly. I think electricity, like in place I lived in La Ponte, was not good. There's something about electricity. And then yeah, my first charger died within like, oh, even before that I lived at Hawaii. And maybe there actually, because we were off the grid on the solar with its own battery. I don't know, but one way or another, um, my first charger died too quickly. Yeah, now it resumes. I think I'll have to let it go because this volume distribution and there's nothing that overlaps it. This is last minutes of the day. Yes, sadly, I think I'll have to let it go. Yeah, sadly, I think I'll have to let it go. Um, Index. Boom. Forget about this level. And consequently, 0.5 as well. So now it's this level, possibly. Yeah. It goes in the daily watch. Nice. Past its transition extremum and goes lower, so would need a close manipulation signal on hourly in order to even like look at it on minutes. Yeah. This thing is going lower on Crafts Company. So it's also daily watch. Alrosa. Yeah. That'll be interesting here to do. It's like too low. It's getting there, but it's so low. Doesn't look like it at all. Doesn't look like it at all. Yeah. Very questionable. And this volume, look, it doesn't take us anywhere. It's very questionable. So goes up, confirms up, and then down. Mm. And then we have our daily. Let's see our gainers losers. Let's have an easy start for Monday. Where are we even? Oh God. Oh no, I'm sorry. We are in a break. Wait, before we go in there, yeah, I think this can work, but regardless, play by the rule. Play by the rule. That's our um, annual levels. And now yearly, I don't know, annual, yearly, interchangeable. Both are okay to say. And we don't have direction on this thing. We only have a resistance level on the year, on the yearly chart. Um, and we have a break on the monthly. There's something that looks like an exhaustion. This being a transition extremum that turned into T1. And then so the okay. So then D is in continuation of the trend on monthly. There was a level here. And then it broke down and reversed. Um, that was our resisting bar. And that was a test. And now we are in this universe. So can be on the daily watch maybe, no, on monthly. They look very similar. It's a red day. What the heck is going on here? Broke and then we're in a break. We are in a break of the monthly level. Yeah. And we need a transition extremum and everything that goes with it. Because we should not be trading in continuation of the trend on monthly at the resistance level of the daily. At the resistance level of the year, I'm sorry. What is this? It's break. It's a continuation of the trend, but volume distribution is not favorable. Boom. So I'd be very skeptical on Okla. I have no idea what Okla is. It's directional. It's a long impulse on monthly. Um, on daily though, it changed direction. Yeah, right here. And you hold this thing. So when it comes to monthly level, maybe Oki. We just did a trade on Oki. In continuation of the trend, and we were right. Good job. Um, yeah, it's daily watch. This level would be interesting if it comes to it. Now it goes back and forth. Actually, what I should start doing is yeah, I guess I think it's needs to really go down on daily in order not to close it in a break today. And volume distribution in 5 minutes and all of that. So let's try to play it like this. Amazon goes down. This has to be an hour. Of course, it's super, you gotta be like super conservative here because uh, none of this looks good. On daily, it's gonna break today. On hourly, I don't know, but it looks nasty. It looks nasty. It would be good in continuation of the trend. Actually, right there. Um, of course, it's like super stretched. So this was an entry right there. This was an entry from 0.5 that would need a test, and then it resumed to violently. Maybe something on minutes. That doesn't look good. Um, and it's like a brand new stock, so yeah. Well, technically, it's continuation of the on daily, on monthly, and there's no year yet. But in reality, I would be super conservative with this guy. It's in correction now. Why do we have all these like stocks? Just why is it on the monthly watch? Well, yeah, that's why. So let it go, bro. Continues its descent. IPG. Uh, just in the wrong place, son. Well, that's still on monthly. It's in the wrong place. This thing continues to plunge, and we'll let it go. Uh, ooh, why is it on the monthly watch? It should be on the daily watch. Um, Amazon, yeah, goes higher. This thing moves. That neft, Tesla, Nvidia, pick. Mm-hmm. Raspatsky is there. Boom. Now need a test. Um, and also worth mentioning that that's not the biggest volume. That's the biggest volume. Hmm. Volume distribution is not right. Yeah, that need a test in 5 minutes. Nothing. Tin, 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 tin. Um, there's no transition extreme anymore. Uh, that's what there is. Rich American tobacco. Cisco. Bye bye. Okay. That's all I've got for today. For now, let's go chill. Oh, you should show some teeth. So now we can have a legitimate 0.5. And now we can trade it without a closed manipulation signal. Yeah. No, that's something. This volume is weird, but yeah, look, the volume distribution is problematic here because that was the biggest volume, but now we have a bigger one. Boom, boom, boom. At the very least, that would need a test. It didn't actually go there. That's how it happened. The T2 level, of course, is way too close to this level, so that's really um, it's there right now. I makes no sense. And if it goes there, then it needs to manipulate this level, so just makes no sense. But let's see what 5 minutes shows. Hopefully 5 minutes will confirm our thinking. I should really stop saying thinking and start saying thinking. Because what do you call this? Like ng sound? Oof. It's not my favorite. So yeah, that's the reality we are in right now. That would need a test, even if it gives us upthrust. Well, okay, it needs to be volumed. Let me put it this way. See, that's where we are at right now. Ten and 10 and 10. DTM. Okay, that's where we are at right now. So I'll go about starting my day. You guys trade responsibly on your own. No listen to anyone. No one knows anything.